For the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The safety. Keanu Neal there to make the tackle.
Check yourself, baby. Not today, baby, not today.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Tuesday.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still not going to
whatever coaches you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good. And we're seeing it early in this one.
So the Patriots coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive. Schaefer. He's going to air it out for Dort. And that's caught inside the 35. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Schaefer. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Returnable here for Davis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, gun.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Throwing on first down. Schaefer. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And right side, caught Hogan. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Schaefer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the pitch to Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's going to get it running right. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now White on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Schaefer. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schaefer. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Schaefer. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Officially a minute 54 to go in this 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They toss to Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He'll get it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bullock will put this one through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Patriot!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Schaefer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Schaefer eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. On the return, here's White. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Schaefer, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Gun. 22. Gun.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Schaefer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Ryan. And Davis with it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Ryan on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Here's Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. Spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
21. Gun, gun, gun.
Now it's Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st down, Schaefer. Forced out to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Schaefer. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the gun, Schaefer. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Ryan Allen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it early. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. To throw on third down, Schaefer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan Allen now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll... And look at this, another fake. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have that in the NFL.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
11. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, South.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down. Schaefer, now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, right, it's 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Schaefer, pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Schaefer. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Detroit!
On 4th down, Schaefer, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Ryan. And he's going to go down again.